It is indeed a beautiful day to celebrate America's athletic traditions and champions and physical fitness and all of those things that I work so hard at on a personal basis. I work out so much, like about 1 minute a day max, if I'm lucky.
President Obama phased it out. President Trump is bringing it back. The Presidential Physical Fitness Test Award. You can remember this. We all did it in school. Push-ups, pull-ups, running the mile. The idea is simple. Get the country moving again. Get kids moving again. And not to be outdone by the kids, golf champs Gary Player, Bryson DeChambeau had a push-up contest of their own. Gary Player is 90, by the way. He is a total rock star. Look at him. The Washington Nationals mascots even got in on the action. I didn't catch Trump doing any pull-ups or push-ups, but he did teach a few kids how to putt and dance. My next guest was there for all of it, but instead of introducing him like I normally would, I'll let Trump do it. Professional baseball pitcher
Noah Syndergaard, sometimes referred to as Thor, and he looks like Thor to me. That's where is he? It's very hard to make. They look great. That is a man, I wouldn't want to get into a fight with him, I can tell you.
Noah Syndergaard is here with me now. Noah, great to see you. Thanks for coming in the studio. Why did something so basic, in your view, like this test, fall out of favor?
I mean, that's a really good question, but it just kind of hits home to me because I just remember doing all these tests throughout elementary school, intermediate school, and from a kid that, if you would have told me I'd be sitting here talking to you, talking about the Presidential Fitness Council when I was 10 years old, I would have told you you're crazy. And as a kid, I grew up as what we'd call a late bloomer or a husky kid. And
wait, he says he was husky. I don't even know what that means. You're like 6'8".
I stopped saying 6'7" because of the kids. And I had a kids camp a couple months ago, and I made the mistake of saying I was 6'7", and they lost their mind because of that. So.
But you're from Texas, Dallas area, and fitness and sports is so big across the country, but it's really big in Texas, California, Florida, certainly up in this part of the country. And sometimes kids get intimidated from working out or doing this. They feel bad about themselves. It's what's possible that matters here.
I think it's just education is a huge part of just educating kids, and it's important to be healthy and to be active and get out and compete and just expose yourself to as many sports and activities as you possibly can. I mean, just the interaction I had with all the kids today, getting able to throw a couple of fastballs, do some pull-ups, just get out in the sunshine and the White House lawn was just an amazing experience. And I mean, I've always been a huge fan of President Trump, and I met him for the first time today.
Oh, is that your first time? Yeah, I didn't realize it. You acted like you were old buddies.
A dream come true. It's just like I'm riding this bliss in this moment, in this interview with you right now, and I just really don't quite understand the negativity or the pessimism he gets with the media and some of the population of this nation, because he's just such a patriotic guy, and he cares so much about everybody and just the health of this nation and the health of this world.
He also treats kids, he doesn't treat them really as kids. Do you notice that when he's interacting? It's actually kind of funny because he's like, well, what do you want to do next? Like, do you want to putt? I'll show you. But he interacts with them as almost like they're adults, which is kind of cool and maybe not expected.
Well, I mean, strong body comes with a strong mind as well, and you got to be able to interact with kids as they're young adults. So
when you see the critics like, oh, he's mentally and physically not with it. You spent a better part of the day with him. What'd you say?
I mean, I'm envious of the mental energy that this guy has, the sharpness he has, the comedic nature of everything he says. Like, he's just a joy to be around.
Gary Player had some advice today that you heard to the kids. Watch.
Just love this country, because you don't realize what's going on around the world. Even the students of the great universities of America really don't understand what's happening around the world today. What we've got to do is make these kids realize that freedom and exercise and education, start reading some books.
As the South African would say, appreciate your country. How cool was it to be with him?
I mean, just
Legend.
He's arguably the best golfer to ever walk this planet. So
wait a second. I'm buddies with Jack Nicklaus. I love Gary Player, but he's not Jack Nicklaus.
Okay, well, he's up there as well,
Yeah.
arguably so. As a novice golfer myself, I tried to take in as many pointers as I possibly could from him. But,
How many pull-ups can you do at your height? I'm just curious. It's pretty hard to do.
I mean, I feel like
a
I'm kind of at a disadvantage from having long arms and weighing a lot. But I think I got 12 today.
That's pretty good. All right,
a couple sets.
I got my physical fitness award. But does this mean I have to do the push-ups and the pull-ups in the studio? Oh, okay. Was this really signed, or is that the auto pen? Do you know?
No, we don't.
All right. It's a cool event. The kids are going to be better off for this. Noah, thank you for coming by. It's great to see you.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.